This is a HeadGum podcast.
Live from Seattle, it's Saturday night.
Oh my god. Is it Saturday night?
It is Saturday night.
I'm losing track, folks. I don't know where the fuck I am.
Yeah, my schedule at work is changing right now, so I'm like, what day is it?
I know, I'm super excited for you to now be off on Mondays.
Yeah, I thought, having the whole weekend, like just Saturday, Sunday, I was looking forward to that. But it turns out doing, all the other things you need to do for your life, everybody else does those on the weekend too. So it's really busy out in the world.
I loved getting everything done on, Tuesdays.
Yeah, just in the middle of the day when everybody's at work.
That's when I am, out and about most often, is, the early beginning of the week, early in the, I would say, 11 a.m. is, an ideal time.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Just be doing shit. You don't even have to get up that early.
That's when I like to do things, too.
I know. So, it's Coffee with Rachel. I'm Rachel.
I am Chris.
And tonight, we are sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah, we are crossing borders. We are betraying our close friends. We are doing things we said we would never do.
Yeah.
Abby from Pennsylvania sent us...
a really cool package.
Yeah, a really cool package. We've got a... Folgers Caramel Drizzle.
Which we're going to try sometime soon.
Yeah, and we got some classic Dunkin' Donuts, the hazelnut flavor. I'm always a fan of that.
I can never not eat that. Drink.
Eat that, yes. Just take scoops out of the bag.
I just munch on coffee grinds.
And then the third coffee that Abby sent us was a bag of original Sheets coffee.
Sheets, guys.
Sheets, as we affectionately call shits.
Now, have you ever had Sheets coffee before?
I've had it, not in a bag that, you bought and took home, but I bought it
at the place.
At the place. So, that could have swayed things because, there's a good chance that coffee could have just been sitting on that burner for hours.
That's the problem with Sheets.
That's the problem with Sheets.
Now, having brewed this now, it tastes a lot better, but that's because we're not burning our own fucking coffee. So
yeah, exactly.
It seems it's not the product that is offensive. You know what I mean? It's the land.
It's their delivery method.
And the lack of,
Hoagies
to-go food.
And, yeah.
And they say, they have, so much fucking food, but, they don't. They don't have shit on Wawa. However, the coffee, having it in this way, not bad. Not bad at all.
See, our coffee pot is the Wawa forms of coffee pots, where it's just a big old thermos. Yeah.
And then Abby also gave us, really adorable oven mitts that I'm really excited to, leave out.
Those are really fucking cute.
Yeah, so, and plus we always need more fucking oven mitts.
Yeah.
That is, our lives. Okay.
Thank you so much for all of this, though. We're always excited to have more coffee in the house.
I know. So if you want to send us a cup of coffee...
just send us...
Just
already brewed the liquid. Just send us that.
Put it in a Ziploc bag. Give it to us now. If you want to send us a bag of coffee to feature on the show, the P.O. Box address is located on our website, which is coffeewithchrachel.net. And it's also on our Twitter, which is CoffeeWChrachel.
Yeah. While we're on the topic of coffee...
I'm trying a new creamer.
Yeah,
guys.
You're trying a new creamer. You talked about this, I don't know, where'd you talk about this? Snapchat? Okay, yeah.
Snapchats where, all of my, sudden bursts of, oh, I like this, go. And sometimes...
All of your, just, ideas and, thoughts and stuff.
And sometimes I, go back on what I say because, it's too split. But this I'm really enjoying. So I've been on a quest to find a creamer that I can put in my coffee that will give me the effect of half and half without the calories, because there's no reason why I should be drinking heavy cream on a daily basis. There's no reason. So, and I've cut dairy in 90% of my life, and it's really just that half and half, and my Greek yogurt.
I wonder if it's worse to have a latte that's got 2% in it, or having just the amount of half and half that I do in my regular cup of coffee,
I don't know. It depends on the syrup. If you're doing syrup in the latte, then...
If just say a plain latte.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
don't really know. But I've been looking, and I tried almond milk, and I'm sorry, I just can't take the way my coffee tastes with almond milk. I'd rather drink it black.
It's too watery, in my opinion.
It's so
I just
gross.
Can't handle the flavor.
And I don't like anything sweetened. So it's been a journey. And then our friend Rebecca was like, Rachel, I use the coconut creamer at Trader Joe's. and it's awesome. And I was like, okay, so I looked it up.
Coconut has not let us down before.
I love coconut. Coconut is my favorite thing
coconut
of all.
oil, you know.
Coconut, the smell.
Yeah,
in all
everything.
my candles. So I was expecting this to be, like, coconut is typically, like, really fatty. So I was kind of expecting this to be, I don't know, like,
just
not that great for me, but
not worth
at
the
least
change.
a different type of fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I look at it, and there's 0 fat in it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So magical.
And, like, 5 calories per serving, which, I mean, you double that serving or whatever, and it's, like, 10 calories. Blah, that's crazy. And it has the consistency of half and half. It's a little bit like I taste the coffee flavor more. You know what I mean? Like but I'm a person that enjoys the flavor of coffee.
Oh yeah, we love the flavor of coffee.
But it's not like too acidic or anything. But I've been really enjoying it, and the only thing is they're really small containers.
Yeah, I really hope that they have something else there because
like
we drink a lot of coffee, so we go through a lot of creamer.
I didn't really look. I was just like looking for the exact one that she sent a picture of. So. I don't know. I'll have to look next time I'm there. But
so all you lactose intolerant benchos, maybe give that a shot.
It's really good. Like, it doesn't taste like half and half, but it gives the texture is what I need. Like, I don't want my coffee to be like watery. I want it to be like velvety, if that makes sense. You know,
I really think I got to start bringing myself some creamer to work because I feel like that's where my work coffee goes downhill. I feel like it could be good if I actually had.
What kind of creamer are you using at work?
I'm using like room temperature Coffee Mates.
Like,
you know those little packets like you have out on a diner on the table. You know what I mean?
Well, the kind that's like half and half, or the kind that's like the sweetened Coffee Mate.
It just says Coffee Mate on it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's
that's
probably where it's going wrong.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I honestly remember in the dining hall when they had the fucking pump of the Coffee Mate, and it honestly looks vile. Like, I hate it. I've never even liked any of those like International Delights that are like really sweetened.
I like to have them every once in a while if it's like a really funky flavor.
I can't fuck with them.
My dad always gets like
Your
he
dad
had like
is in
5
on
different ones, you know.
His dad always gets like the newest flavors, like right when they launch. Like, you know, the people that are like really lit about new Lay's flavors.
Yeah,
like your dads are really in on the Coffee Mate and like
because like randomly, like probably like 6-7 years ago, they really got into Starbucks and like just getting lattes from there. They discovered that they could have like all these different flavored lattes, and so then they were all in on all these flavors for their coffees.
I don't think I was around for that era because now they just have like 6 coffee pots.
Yeah,
that are
like a Keurig and like 7 million coffee pots and a French press somewhere in there. You know, they've got everything.
They do. But anyway, so. Good coffee, good creamer. I would check it out. I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
Any other like announcements before we get into today's topic?
Not really. I mean, if you guys want to go check out our Twitter, we said it was CoffeeWithChrachel. We're getting pretty close to 4,000 followers, which is fucking wild.
I know. So please give us a follow over there.
We post that's where we post like daily updates on anything. Ask for questions if you're not a Bincho.
Yeah. So it's a good place to be, I would say.
Was that just food crunching I heard over there?
Oh, absolutely. It was. They're both over there eating right now, so it's going to be fucking loud.
This is probably the worst time that we could have recorded because they just woke up from their naps.
I know. We were like getting them all riled up, and they were like, all right, let's record. So if you hear a lot of cat tonight, that's why. We're bad parents, I guess.
So we finished up Gilmore Girls, and so we were like, okay, what's something on Netflix that we could watch next? And a lot of people had recommended to you that we watch Chelsea Does.
Yeah, so I didn't even know it was a documentary. I thought it was going to be like...
I thought it was going to be like Masters of None.
Exactly. I thought it was going to be similar to that. So it's a documentary about like Chelsea and it's just her like dabbling into different things and like... Just like, I don't know, like the first episode was about marriage. So she does like all these wild things having to do with like love and marriage and relationships and... Just
analyzing different types of marriages and relationships and
like
all
goes
these
to like
things.
all these different like therapists and like all these group meetings, all this shit. And like the second episode, which is what we were on and we just finished, was about Silicon Valley. And that was a wild episode.
That was so fucking funny.
She's really hilarious in it, but like it got us thinking about like technology and we haven't really... I don't know, talked about it in depth on the podcast, I would say.
Yeah, the episode really focused a lot about, like, kids nowadays that are in school.
And how much they're learning.
And just, like, people getting cell phones real early, just like all the technology that's integrated into learning and just day-to-day lives and stuff. And it's fucking crazy to think about, like, just
what
like
we're missing out on.
Yeah, because while I would not want to be a kid right now, there are some aspects that I would have loved to gone through school with the technology of today.
Yes.
And learning, like, being one of the skills that you need to learn for, like, life be coding.
Yeah. I have never taken a single coding class. And it was never offered to me in high school. It was obviously offered in college, but, I had to take all of my own fucking shit for communication. But I know that you've taken, like, you had that one computer science class when you, like, wanted to be a computer science major.
Yeah, I've taken a bunch of different classes. When I was in high school, I took a programming class that just introduced you to a couple different languages. And then I took it again because they changed it after that. And they, like, added in a different language. And so I got to take that twice. And then I took 2 website design classes.
Are those in high school?
That was all high school.
Oh, my God.
And then when I went to college, I had to take programming classes for meteorology. Right. And then I also took another one because that's when I was contemplating going over to computer science.
Yeah. And, like, what kind of computers were you working on, like, throughout your schooling? Because we did not have, like, access. I know there are so many schools that have, like, all these wild computers and everything, and we did not really have access, and we weren't getting all of this new shit until I was a senior, because our school was being renovated, like, the entire time I was in high school.
Yeah, same. Like, my school is going through a whole big renovation as well. Oh. But we did end up getting computers.
We just didn't have, like, nice equipment. Like,
at least in my middle school we did it. Not in high school. Because high school was undergoing, like, the majority of the construction. And so,
and, like, every school that I see now, or, like, other schools that were in the area, like, everybody got, like, a laptop and, like, all this stuff. And, like, there wasn't a lot of computer-focused work in my public schooling. It was only on certain days. Like, if you had to do a research project and you needed to be, like, on the internet.
It was basically just practicing your typing skills.
Yeah, typing, researching, and writing. That was it. You weren't, like, trying to do programming.
It's basically just, like, typing and make sure you know how to do MLA formatting.
Yeah,
like,
they set you up so that you could... I say that, but, like, they don't really set you up very well. At least in, like, the public schooling that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Just to be able to write in college. You know what I mean? Like,
pretty much.
Or, write a formal letter. Like, it was all, like, formatting and writing, and there was no coding that I was taught. There was no, like, computer programming, like, nothing.
I would say it was basically just, like, typing skills until I got to, like, the second half of high school, and then it was like, okay, here's, like, places where you can find, like, reputable resources for, like, a research project.
Yeah, but this is all still, like, research, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it wasn't, like, fucking coding.
How to use computers.
Like, I'd still get blown away that, like, people are using Minecraft to learn and teach in school now, and it's fucking crazy.
How do they use it?
They built, like, a version of Minecraft as, like, Minecraft Education or something like that, and they built fucking locations from the world. They built them in Minecraft so you can have your character explore through the different locations of the world in, like, 3D and stuff. Obviously, it's blocky because it's Minecraft, but
right.
That's still just really cool. That
I thought also, like, any making of all the supplies, like, that game, like, has a lot of components to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would teach a lot of different skills, but
so
that's interesting.
Going back to
elementary school, when you started using tech in school.
So we called them the anchors, the big old Macs that were different colors, and they had a giant handle on the back.
I'm so jealous. I never got to have use a clamshell Mac. No,
no, not the clamshell. The desktop computer that was like
white
had a huge back to it, and it had a handle on top, and those came in different colors as well.
Okay,
and that was our computer lab.
Ours was blockier, like even older, regular, and it still said Macintosh on it.
Oh my God.
And it was really white and blocky, and had like a light blue screen, and had like a rainbow apple in the keyboard somewhere. You know what I mean? The old logo.
I wonder if it's like, what's the first one? Lisa or something like that? I wonder if that's like that's like one of the first Mac computers.
It was vintage.
Yeah.
And this is like elementary school. And, it wasn't like a great school district, you know what I mean? So.
There was one clamshell laptop that was like, you got to take it home for a day.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like the class pet.
Okay, because we had the bunny. Did you have a pet that you
No,
got to
I didn't
take
have
home?
a pet. No.
Oh my
It was
God.
this fucking laptop.
We had a bunny, and, like, is that still going on in schools? Because I feel like that has so many concerns to me. Like,
Yeah, I don't know
that
if
bunny
that'd
just
be
shit all over
happening.
my house, and then we took it back.
I don't know if I'd want to do that. I never had to do, like, that or, like, the baby, taking care of a baby.
I don't remember
The
if I
doll
did
and,
that.
like, health class or whatever that
I
was.
don't think I took care of a doll, but I definitely did, like, a bag of flowers.
Yeah, I
and
never
shit.
did anything like that either. I never saw that happening in my school
Yeah,
anywhere.
It's a myth, I guess. It's
But-
a sitcom myth.
Yeah, that's what I had in elementary school.
And I had the other ones. And all we did in elementary school as far as computers was, like, that computer had some sort of, like, educational program that you would just go into.
Yeah.
And you'd be doing, like, math and comprehension and crap like that. And then there was, like, one day of the week. You know how, like, your specials in elementary school kind of, like, rotated and you had, like, art, gym, music.
Library.
Yeah, library. Well, like, on computer days, you could go in, and that was when we got to play, like, Kid Pix or Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail all the time. All the fucking time.
So, like, not actually learning anything other than how to, like, click a mouse and how to swab a set of earphones with, like, rubbing alcohol
God,
to
yeah.
be sanitized. I hated doing that.
Oh my God, I just remembered my computer class teacher. She would always be like, when she wanted us to listen, she'd be like, oh my God, park your hands in your laps. Like, to get our hands off of the keyboards. That's just something random that I remembered from that time.
Well, I'm really glad. I can, like, literally picture in the room where I sat.
Oh my God,
And I
me
was
too.
computer 22 because that's, like, my number.
Oh my God. So, thinking about, like, what I did on the computers, I remember there was Oregon Trail, which I was always a bench for that. I love that. Then it was Number Munchers and Super Number Munchers. It was like this little fucking frog. And
Is this math?
it was a math game, yes. I know.
I avoided those.
I was always into that shit too. And then there was also Typer Shark, which I fucking loved that one. That was just to practice your typing.
We didn't, like, learn how to type until we were in middle school.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that weird?
Well, that's what I did in elementary school.
Oh my God, no. We were too busy doing fucking cursive, which I'm really good at.
Yeah.
It might have worked because, like, I still write in cursive primarily. And in middle school, we learned how to type. And I have over 100 words or whatever.
Somebody let us know, is just coding and typing just taking over cursive? Because, I mean, you obviously have to learn cursive to do your signature.
Yeah. And it's also just, like, I don't know, like, important to have in the back of your mind. Not important, I wouldn't say, but, like, nice to have in the back of your mind. Like, I'm glad that I know how to do that because it looks nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But my print is awful. Mm-hmm. My print is terrible. It looks like a child.
Oh, my print is still always horrible.
I hate my print. Like, you always see all these people that, like, wrote in graphing paper and shit and had, like, perfect, beautiful letters, and they had, like, that one style. And,
Nah,
like,
mine's horrible.
no, it's gross. It's like the doctor's pamphlet or whatever.
So middle school.
Yeah. Well, wait. Let's go back. When
what?
did you get a desktop computer at your house?
It was probably around the time of elementary school, and I'm glad you brought this up because I fucking remember, I don't know if this was your household too, but the damn giant cow box that the gateways, that's what they were.
Yeah, Gateway was Gateway.
Gateway is no longer around, and they were always fucking horrible.
I know.
Gateway was never a good brand.
It was terrible, and that was what my mom got. And yeah,
that stupid cow box.
My mom loved cows, and I swear to God, she did that because of the fucking box.
Yeah,
and it crashed like multiple times, and she would have to like do all this shit, and it was
never a good computer.
It always was breaking.
And I know I've had multiple of them.
Yeah, we had like 3 that we went through.
There was also there's this really, really old, chunky ass laptop that we had as well. It's still somewhere in the house.
Huh.
It was so old, it didn't have any Wi-Fi built into it. I remember the day that we got a Wi-Fi card that you slipped into the side of it. So I was like, oh my God, I can get internet on this thing now. It's like so cool.
Oh my God, a laptop without internet.
Yeah.
We didn't get laptops until 2010. I never had a laptop until 2010.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like the only thing that we had in then those shitty gateways until I got a computer to go away to school with.
Yeah, I literally was running on that gateway until like, I think 2009 it like totally was dead, and then we didn't have a computer at home for like a year until I went to college, and I was like, I need a laptop, and I started working, and I saved up enough money to get like a Toshiba, and then my parents had surprised me with a MacBook, and I was like, fuck yeah, because that's what I really wanted, but I didn't have the money for it.
Yeah, I got a Toshiba.
And that thing still works. It's the white one that has like the rounded edges, so it's like the last one.
I still edit images on that.
Yeah, we still use that to do a lot of things.
Yep.
It's just missing one of the keys, and that's
fucking, there are tanks, man.
I know, that one, the fucking stupid... what is it? The Pro. The Pro is a terrible machine. Like, I hate every Pro that I've ever seen or used has been terrible. But anyway. So you had like a gateway computer and a shitty laptop.
That you remember my my Toshiba that I brought to school? That giant ass fucking 17-inch
I thought it was an Acer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My sister got a Toshiba.
Yeah,
I got an
Toshibas,
Acer.
they can last.
Yeah, Toshibas, like, if I were to get a PC, a laptop, that would be probably what I would go for.
Oh, yeah.
But
I knew someone that had
Acer.
one that like lasted like 7 years, and I was like, okay, I'm sold.
Yeah, the Acer was fucking horrible.
I never even heard of that brand before I saw that.
It lasted 8 fucking months, and then the screen broke. And then just you remember... I was always so jealous of your MacBook because it had the magnetic charger. And I was like, my charger's falling out every 3 fucking seconds. And then the battery was shit on it as well. So my laptop would die.
I forgot. Yeah. So anytime his laptop would come unplugged, it would immediately go black.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then
you've like fucked up a million college essays because of
that. Not only that, but for some random reason it decided to like possess our router, and so every time my laptop died it killed the internet in the house.
I forgot about that. Wow.
So I had to have it plugged in and just running 24/7 because it would just destroy the Wi-Fi when it died.
And
I had no
then
idea why.
We moved. And we had a new router, a new Wi-Fi,
internet.
And we didn't have his laptop turned on until after we set it all up because we were like, this is not happening. And as soon as your laptop went back on, it was the same fucking thing until we got rid of your fucking laptop.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, fuck, this thing needs to go. Like, I want it gone.
You basically like shared mine we shared a laptop throughout college pretty much.
Yeah, and then like,
unless you
I really wanted a Mac.
School.
And that,
because most of your weather programs were all on PC. So
but
you had to go to the library a lot.
I did want to really use a Mac, and then like you got your MacBook Pro, and I just started using your white one, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I mean, you could use the MacBook Pro now that I have a fucking desktop, but I wouldn't use it because it's a piece of shit. But so middle school was when we would use the computers like more frequently. I guess that's when we started language classes also. And I remember doing a lot of like using translators or different like programs and like going to different websites for French. I remember doing that.
Yeah, I remember that like, you know, this is still like technology is like budding and everything. And some teachers didn't even know that this was like something you could do. So then we'd be on the computers, we'd be translating things, and like,
but like
they'd be
then
like,
you're
oh my
on
God.
Breadfish or what was it, hamsterdance.com. You were like always trying to do like something fucked up. Like there were all sorts of like flash games that people would play, and that was when people started getting like creative. And the only thing that I learned how to do was type, and I am now like, I should have been a stenographer.
Awesome
I have like 120 words per minute or whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
And I've tested it like recently, and I'm still at it. Like, I fucking love typing. I'm just really glad that I have that skill.
Like, the typing learning must have not really worked on me because I was hunting peck for like so long, and like I still have a little bit of an issue, even though I'm like such a tech person.
I'm a home row ho.
I still have a little bit of an issue with like having to look at the keyboard.
Oh
and
my
not
God.
be watching the screen.
I fucking never look. Like, I'm too good. I remember there was this program, you know, like a stupid game that you play, and that was fun. And then another thing that we would do in our class was literally, she would just have like up on a projector in the front of the room, like lists of words in each letter. And she had like, I don't know, it was like obviously to like Z. And I remember like, a lot of the people around me were like all the way on, I don't know, like F or something, and I was like at N, and I was just like, wow, I guess I'm like kind of good at this.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been good at it, and I like it. But we didn't learn anything important other than that. You know?
When I was in middle school, that's when my school district started really investing in it.
Oh.
And they had in each classroom there was a cart that was filled with the white MacBooks like we have.
Shut up!
Yeah,
That's so
and
cool.
so like I think it was like in homeroom you would take one and you had little bags to carry them along with, and you just took it for the day, and then at the end of the day you brought it back.
Checked it in.
Yeah.
We had black Dell computers, just like whatever, and we didn't have laptops. I didn't get a laptop for school until high school, but it wasn't like you had it every day. It was just like sometimes in English. I remember I was like in AP English or something, and you had... No, I took honors English. They just had laptops, like the ThinkPads or whatever, those big black clunky ones. And now I just assume that like every high school student probably has like their own personal laptop.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Can they bring them to school? Like, what are the rules?
Hell, their
now?
fucking cell phones can probably do more than our laptops could back then.
Exactly.
Like,
so like, I'm thinking, if kids were bringing their laptops to school, like, I need you guys to let us know, like, tweet us, because I don't know what high school is like anymore. Can you bring your laptop? Because you could do so much. Like, you can text your friends on it. You can. Social media. I mean, I'm sure they have a lot of shit blocked, but, like, how can you block iMessage? You can't.
Yeah, true.
So you'd be fucking texting because it's there, or doing anything, really. But, like, some kids probably bring it in for, like, art if they're doing, like, Photoshop shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So...
And
I never learned Photoshop. That's something...
Yeah,
I would have learned it if I took art.
Oh, okay.
But... Because there was, like, a graphic design area and everything, and a lot of kids knew, but I didn't.
High school is where I learned the basic amount of photo editing skills that I have. That was because I took the web design classes, though. I didn't have to take those. I took them as an elective.
I am slowly learning from, like, making thumbnails, but that's it. Like, I barely know how to do anything.
In high school, though, I didn't have, like, that whole cart thing in the room. Like, there were carts that could be moved from room to room, but it was kind of like you. I just used it in English class mainly.
Yeah, and it was just like so you could look up shit if you were like writing an essay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Doing your
and then typing
resources.
an essay. Yeah.
Exactly. You could work on a fucking final project or some shit. I don't know. And we had like, just Dell computers in our library, and at this point I'm having a fucking gateway at home still that's running on dial-up because my parents did not get rid of dial-up until 2010, I think.
Wow.
And they would still buy the AOL CDs, the fucking disc, and they would pay for it. And then our computer crapped out on us, and then I was going to college, so we got the Mac. And so at that point, I think my mom and my sister also got Macs, so we had like 3 laptops, but I was like away at school most of the time. Yeah. And my mom was still paying for AOL, even though we didn't have a running desktop and it wasn't like being applied to anything.
And you were now on broadband.
Yeah, she would use the disc on her Mac, her fucking like white laptop.
Yeah, oh my god.
And she would put the AOL disc in only because she was like convinced that was the only way she could check her AOL email address.
That's funny.
And I was like, Mom, you can literally go to the browser and just write AOL.com and you can sign in with your email and then you can read your email. She's like, no, I like the way it looks.
That's
and like, I don't know how much that shit costs. Isn't it like $100 a year or something?
I have no idea.
And like, we had Wi-Fi. Like, none of it made any sense. And it used to bug the fuck out of me. And now I'm still bitter about it. Like, it's money. Like,
see,
what?
Like, my neighbor got internet first before my house did, and they had AOL and they had dial up waiting on the screen like all the noises, and then you got mail. Yeah. All that shit. So I experienced it there, but I don't, as far as I remember, I don't think I ever had dial up in my house. I think we always had broadband.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You high-tech hubbers.
I mean, it was never fucking good because, like, I know it's better than dial-up, but, like, fucking Verizon broadband.
I just remember, like, waiting for that thing to go, and you could, like, get up, get a snack, brew a pot of coffee, and sit down, and then it's finally there on the last one where it's like, dun, 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 dun. And then it gets on, and, oh, man, I kind of miss, like, the way it looked and everything,
Yeah, it's pretty
and what
wild.
AIM looked like.
Yeah.
And surfing the
Nothing
internet
fancy,
back then.
bare bones.
Yeah, just like classic shit. Like, I liked making my IM square, like picking a font and then picking a background color. Like, the classic things. Like, when are we don't do that. There's no editing to text messages. Like, I feel like text messages have lost their flair.
I wish that I could do different, maybe just like different fonts. Can I send you a text in Comic Sans?
I know, like, but then at the same time, I'm saying this, but I don't really want that because I would get a fucking Android then. Because
Yeah.
you can do, like, Comic Sans on a fucking Android.
Mm-hmm.
Androids, like,
Androids,
they have a
you
lot
can just,
of
like,
variable.
you can edit them a lot more.
Yeah. And then in college, like, I wasn't learning any computer programming, so I just,
but
like...
we did have our own computers by this point.
Well,
so.
yeah.
And I was taking them to class and taking notes on them and shit.
Yeah, and now we just have, like, a bunch of, you know, like, I know how to do things. Like, I'm not, like, inept to technology. Like, I know how to work things. I know how to fix
we're really
things.
good with technology and everything.
But I just wish that, like, I had gone to school when that was, you know, a time where that's being taught. Like,
mainly just coding.
Yeah, coding. Like, I don't really know. I know some coding, but, like, nothing that I would make anything really good looking out of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, people are being, like, told how to make a game, how to make an app, how to make a web page.
Yeah, I know. Those are valuable skills.
Yeah,
man.
they're so valuable. So, I mean, like, you could always go back to school, but, like, money. Like, imagine getting taught something useful.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell.
Making a comeback.
That's in my brain forever. However, binary. More like binary. I'm never going to learn that. I mean, I could, but I have to pay for it now. You know?
Fuck. That.
I dissected an owl pellet. I'm so glad I put the pieces of
Dissected
a dead
worm.
rabbit. Yeah. What was I going to find in that worm?
Like,
Except
shocker, there's just a fucking ton of dirt in there.
It's
Okay.
just gooey. You know?
Oh,
like,
shit.
I can name all of the fucking United States. That's an important skill.
That one might actually be useful.
My sister couldn't. Massachusetts, not here, guys. It's an island off the coast of America. Just letting you know. It's moved.
Another thing that, like, sucked about, like, just having, like, learning technology when we did was, like, nobody knew about security on the internet. It also wasn't really secure to be, like, on the internet and stuff, but, like,
yeah.
Nobody knew, like, none of the adults knew how to be, like, safe on the internet. So it was always like, you can't really do anything because you don't want to download things and break your computer and stuff.
Oh my god, remember all of the viruses that you would get all the time? How many times my mom said Trojan horse? Like, you know what I mean?
I just spit my coffee.
Like, think about it. That's a word that you don't hear anymore. It's like Blockbuster, Trojan horse. Like, you know? It's true. Oh my god. I would download viruses because I would download music from LiveJournal.
Mm-hmm.
LiveJournal had, like, this one place called the Indie Exchange. And, like, I think it's still running, but, like, it's just all MediaFire links that are, like, all probably gone now. But I used to download music and I would
I used to
viruses.
download a lot of different, just, like, backgrounds.
Did you have LimeWire?
Yeah, I have LimeWired. Oh, wait. Yeah, I have. And then I had Napster, too.
We were not allowed. I didn't have Napster either. We were not allowed, but my neighbor that we would, like, hang out at her house, she had LimeWire, and then it became, like, SnowWire or something, like Ice. There was, like, a second one that came out after LimeWire, like, got fucked. I don't know. But, you know, it's okay. Yeah, MySpaces, and, like, you had to get all sorts of, like, backgrounds and blingies and mouse cursors. Yeah. So many cursors. Everything was about the cursor. And, like, when I first got into Tumblr in 2009, it was still in the cursor phase because people actually, like, now it's all mobile and, like, nobody fucking looks at your blog.
Yeah.
But, like, the cursors, it used to be like, how small can we make a fucking cursor? And, like, there will be times where I'll be on the Tumblr, like,
it's
on
just
a
like
desktop,
a different little, like, a dot or a
tiny
plus
little
sign.
triangle. But, like, back in the day, like, early 2000s, it was, like, a wand with, like, flames and sparkles, like, coming out of it. Or, like, a lobster. Like, it was lit. Anyway.
I remember, too, that, like, for the longest time, my mom would not let me or my sister upload a profile photo to Facebook of our faces for the longest time.
Every parent thought that was, like, you can't do that. And I was doing it, like, secretly, you know?
Yeah, I think eventually I did just change it secretly, and then it was, like, nothing ever happened. But
yeah. I remember, like, getting shit about, like, not making Facebook, and, like, I did anyway, because everybody had them. I got a Facebook when I was, like, 9th grade, 10th grade. Yeah, so it was kind of, like, late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's around the time that I did it,
I feel like I never really lied about, like, my age to get onto a website, You know how, like, there used to be, like, you needed to be, like, 16.
I did that a lot
stuff.
for gaming stuff because there was a lot of, like, M-rated trailers that I wanted to watch for games and you had to input your age.
Oh, that was annoying. And,
like
remember E-Bombs World?
Yo, E-Bombs World was the shit.
If you ever have seen that one viral video of What's-Her-Face at the, it's like a talent show that was at my school, and it was like a viral video. It was one of like the first viral videos that went around, and it was at my fucking middle school.
Oh my god.
And it was just like, it wasn't my high school. I can't remember. I think it was high school.
What was it?
It was just like her dancing to a song, and
okay.
Now that I think about it, like it's kind of fucked up because it went viral, and it was obviously like not to be nice, and like whoever uploaded it was like just like some asshole in the audience. Yeah. But yeah, that happened at my high school.
But like just going along with like everything we're talking about, like the reasons we would not want to be a kid growing up with this technology right now, because there's all those cool things about like what you can learn and whatnot, but it's also like fucking terrifying.
Yeah, because like cyberbullying back in the day when we were using the computers, it was like it was happening, but it was more subtle because there weren't like a lot of
You got removed from somebody's top 8 on fucking MySpace or something.
Drama.
Like, that was cause for drama.
People making like live journals or Zangas where they like
talk shit or like
vent about their lives and like they're talking about their friends. Yeah. Like, okay, but like that's like just like blogging, and it's still bad, but like now and I remember there used to be like honesty boxes. You know, like little apps on your Facebook. Remember when Facebook was like a fucking, just like a collage of buttons and widgets and shit? Like Facebook used to be like, you had like literal buttons all over your Facebook of like different logos. Like I had lots of Twilight ones. Early
that was
Facebook
back in the day when
ugly.
like you were like, oh, I gotta like all these different pages.
Remember
Here's
when
my
you
movies.
could draw on Facebook and it was like paint?
I don't remember.
And like everybody would do that on each other's walls. Anyway, but it was a lot harder to like hate on people because you had to like go by your name. Yeah. And now there's like fucking Yik Yak or whatever the hell.
Could not be in school with Yik Yak in existence.
No. Horrible idea.
I like checked it out not too long ago because like I never used it and I just wanted to see what it was like.
I never used it.
And like I was in like the middle of downtown Seattle, and like all of the posts on there were just from the nearby college, and so it was just like all of the college kids that were on there talking about like professors and stuff like that and shit. And so I can only
imagine what it's like in high school.
So this is just like a school thing. That's where this is really popular because you can just talk shit and it's anonymous.
Yeah,
like that'd be so fucking horrible.
I would never have it downloaded. And then like just think about, oh my god, no, because it was back in the day. It was just like, oh, you said something on your profile on AIM. You know what I mean? Like you deleted my initials. Remember when like initials were really popular? You know, like. Or, I mean, fuck, like, you get people, like, making IM accounts and, like, IMing you, and that was always really scary.
I do remember that, like, it was a really huge deal when, like, there was once or twice where it was like, oh my god, somebody sent somebody else nudes, and sometimes it, like, leaked or whatever. They sent it to other people. Now, like, Snapchat exists, so, like, that, like, helps with that.
I know. It's probably a lot worse because... I mean, there weren't cameras on our phones.
Yeah.
You know, like, you had to take a digital camera nude. Yeah. Remember when you had to take a digital camera nude? Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I probably wasn't taking nudes, like, at this time in my life.
Those really shitty flip phone cameras, and you like, flipped around to take a photo.
Oh, my God. Yeah, there were, like, a couple of those things that would happen at school, and it was really, like, fucked up. And I'm sure that happens a lot more now. And it's like, not that you guys shouldn't be taking nudes. I mean, definitely you should be, like, maybe 18, I guess. But, like, you know...
It's just like that getting into the wrong
is, like, scary as fuck for, like, anybody. Like, there's nothing wrong in taking them. It's just, like, nobody should be able to, like... Like, it was always, like, a spiteful fucking ex.
Yeah, I remember it happening a couple of times.
Yeah, it happened to this one girl, and it was because her, like, ex-boyfriend, like, they broke up, and then he just fucking sent, like, all of these photos to all of his friends, fucking and they were, like, running with the popular crew, so it got to everyone, and, like, that was when we had, I remember vividly, because it was, like, the original iPhone, and, like, my friend had the original iPhone, and, like, it was back when, like, the picture would show up, like, the whole front of your phone would be the picture that someone texted you, and all of a sudden it was just, like, a vagina on the front of her phone. Like, we were all inquiring. We were like, why is there a vagina, like, on the front of your phone? I didn't know what it was, like, you know what I mean?
Was going on.
And, and it was that, so it's really fucked up.
Another, like, point that, like, the show brought up was, like like the topic of communication, and like Chelsea was like, you know, I have my phone off for like half the day and I'll miss calls all the time, and people will be like, oh my god, and
constantly
like,
being able to be reached. This is something that really bothers me.
Yeah, because like, you know, especially when I was on Virgin Mobile, where every text and every call cost me money, like it really was like for emergencies and like, you know, texting my friends, making plans. Exactly, that's really just what it was for. I was on AIM. It was
like you need to reach someone for like a reason or a purpose, not just like to have a conversation.
Yeah, and or just like check in or whatever.
Yeah,
and so now it's just completely different.
Well, like I didn't get a cell phone until I was in 9th grade, and I had to like stay after school, so I needed to like organize getting a ride home and shit because I couldn't drive.
Yeah. That's kind of like what I was in like student government and stuff like that, so I was just staying late, and so I needed it for that.
And, like, we, you know, it was texting, you know, I didn't get unlimited texting or whatever, and, you know, nights and weekends, all this shit.
Yep.
And, like, I'm just one of those people that, like, I am very tired. I'm just very tired. And I don't have, like, a lot of energy, you know, all the time. And so, like, when I text someone, it's usually because, like, I need to talk to them about something specific. Like, I usually have, like, a reason, unless I'm checking on the person to be like, you know, they told me that they weren't doing so well, they weren't feeling good or something, and I'm like, how are you?
Or if they're just, like, doing something really super exciting, you would be like, hey, how's it going? Like,
most of the time I text people, it's because I'm, like, either trying to make plans, I'm asking them how, like, something that happened that we've already talked about, like, what's going on with that, you know, bringing something up, or like, sharing something funny.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know what I mean? So, most of the time, it's just memes. Like, you know, funny YouTube videos, whatever. And so I just hate this, like, you know, I keep my phone on Do Not Disturb because I don't like it constantly lighting up because it makes me think, like, okay, I have to, like, immediately jump on every time that
like
somebody contacts me.
The whole, like, thing of, like, you're doing something and then the message or the notification, whether it's a text or Twitter or whatever, pops up and then it, like, breaks your concentration. You gotta go check that immediately. Like,
and then, like, respond to that. And it's like, I'm in the middle of fucking doing something and I might be, like, in the zone. And so that feature, when that came out, was, like, a lifesaver because now when I check my phone and then I have the time to check my phone.
Yeah, it's just like you get all the emails and all the texts and whatever, just boom, one go right there.
And it's like, even if I'm on my phone, like, say I'm, like, doing something, like, I'm using my phone to, like, make an Instagram photo, or I'm, like, doing something, like, answering an email, like, all those texts will be, like, in the background. I won't see them until I'm, like, fucking finished with whatever task I'm doing. And I love it that way because it's like I am not, like, immediately jumping at shit all the time. And, like, you know, I have it obviously set up so it's like, if people are calling you multiple times, like, it goes through because, like, they could be, like, an emergency. But, like, other than that, you know, I have a lot to do. And I have, like...
It's just nice to be disconnected.
I don't know. I just don't want to always be talking because sometimes I'm just, like... I don't know. I have, like... When I am answering texts, I, like, am so clenched in any aspect of that word. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but, like... I just never, because there's been so many times with, like, any kind of internet communication where someone's fucking wording has gotten not realized with the person that they're texting. You know what I mean? Like, they misunderstood something, like, they, you know, they didn't take the sarcasm. Like, you gotta be so careful.
The communication was broken in there somewhere.
Yeah,
you know?
And then they get mad at you, and then they'll be, like, passive-aggressive or, like, you know, just ghost you out, and it's like, it all could have been solved if you had, like, you know, been like, wait, what?
It's just like the TV shows and movies where I'm just like, just talk about it, you can fix the problem right now, just talk!
I know, and it's like, with, like, you know, like, me and my friend Bree, for example, like, every time we talk, and, like, say something, I don't know, like, we always just follow it up with, like, by the way, this is what I mean by this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If I don't understand, like, what she means, like, she's quick to explain it, and it's not, like, ever, like, deeper than it needs to be, you know what I mean? And it's, like, that's why I get so stressed out with texting, because I want to be, like, reading this very clear, like, making sure that nothing can be, like, fucked up here, because I'm not trying to do anything.
You are just such an auditory person. You much rather take phone calls where you can hear inflections and just the manner of which they're speaking words, because that really matters. And just any form of, like, just text stuff, like, it's just not your preferred way of getting a message.
Like, half the people that I'm, like, friends with, we talk on the phone regularly, even if we can see each other. It, you know, just because it's, like, so nice, and, like, alright, so, like, I have a lot of friends that don't live here in Seattle that I have to catch up with, and, like, you know, for instance, I usually talk to my friend Steph that lives in New York, like, 2 to 3 times a week, maybe, like, on a, like, busy week for both of us, maybe it'll just be, like, one time, and it'll usually be, like, a fucking, like, 2 to 3 hour phone call.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, always so nice, because, like, we'll both, like, be on speaker, and we both know that we're, like, cleaning or, like, doing something else, and it's just, like, that's how I like to catch up with my friends, and I don't feel like I have to, like, be constantly texting. I love, like, just having, like, a long conversation, because, like, I like break in between my interaction, because I'm introverted, you know? I need my time.
I love that type of communicating where, like, I don't need to be constantly in contact with all of my friends. I still like having it where, like, it used to be not even by choice, where it's like you talk to people in chunks, and then they have breaks, and then, like, things happen, and then you come back and you talk again.
Like, remember what it was like when you were in elementary school and, like, you went home for the weekend, and unless you had time to, like, talk on the home phone, like,
or,
you
like,
didn't see
you were
them
friends
again.
with them outside of school.
Yeah, like, sometimes you wouldn't see them, and then, you know, you come back to school and you'd, like, reconnect, and, like, I don't know, even after that, like, when you're older and you have, like, more time on your hands, like, out, you're not in school.
Yeah.
But, like, I just like that, you know, I don't know how to explain it.
I remember that so vividly now, just, like, summer break being, like, I was not in contact with a good group of people from school. Like, I had some friends that I went to school with that were in my neighborhood, and that's who I hung out with all summer long.
Yeah.
But, like, there were so many people where I just did not talk to them until I came back to school, because I didn't have a way to talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, most of my friends lived close enough that we would, like, see each other all the time, but, like, there are some people that, like, you know, were in your classes that might not have lived close to you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit, and then you'd see them and you're like, oh my god, hi, like, blah, blah, and you
How
tell
was
them
your
all about your
summer?
summer and
Yeah.
shit. Like, I don't need to, like, take, like, months or whatever away from people. Like, that's not my choice. Like, I like seeing my friends, but, like, I cannot be talking all day. Like, for a living, I talk. I have to, like, just have my time where I'm just, like, doing whatever the fuck I need to be doing. And it's like, I hate when I'm, like, trying to get something done, like, especially, like, household shit, like, when I'm trying to, like, clean or something, and then I'm just, like, constantly distracted by my phone, because
You just want to, like, get into the zone, you know, like, especially with cleaning, like, if I just get into
love
and,
cleaning.
like, not doing anything else, maybe having a podcast on.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's, like, either I have YouTube videos on, and I'm doing that, or I'm listening to a podcast, or if it's, like, a show that I don't really need to, like, be paying attention to perfectly.
Yeah.
Or radio, you know, whatever. And I just, like, need to, like, not touch my phone until I'm done. Otherwise, I don't get anything done.
Yep.
If I, like, keep getting distracted, I just keep getting worse, and then I just can't get shit done. Like, that's why the other day I was on my computer when I was editing that video, and it took me like 12 hours to get this video fucking edited, because, like, my text thing is, like, right on my computer.
It just pops. It's just all integrated.
And, like, it doesn't matter, you know, like, I wasn't trying to be, like, super rush job on it, because I wanted to take my sweet time with it, and, like, I don't know, I just know that I get distracted easily, and so that's
it's just
what
like
I do.
it just pops up, and, like, it's all the time. It's just like all these interruptions, and
And
then
you
you know
to check, because then you're like, what if
it's
there's
there.
something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, what did they want? Or if it's someone that doesn't text you all the time, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, that's why I don't have notifications on any app except for Plant Nanny, because I do want that one to break my life up and tell me to drink water.
yeah, I have that one on, and that still comes on even when my phone is on Do Not Disturb,
Yeah.
I think, which I like. And that's the only, like, I don't have anything flash up on my phone except for Instagram mutuals, which I like because I like knowing
That's
that
like
people
the
that
only
I
way-
like are fucking liking my shit.
The
you know?
only way that you can, like, know that there's no way else to, like, see that mutuals. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
So I just want to know, like, who I follow that follows me. Like, if I might not have noticed, like, that they
Yeah.
followed me back or
Yeah.
something.
But I have no other I hate pop-up notifications because I want to go to it when I have the time to check and not be constantly
I even
interrupted
get
by
stressed
it.
out when it has, like, the little, like, red circle next to the app.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yep.
chill. It'll be my horoscope app, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta fucking check my horoscope. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, chill out. Whatever. Alright, so should we get into questions? I know this is gonna be a longer episode, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go check on the Patreon page because we got some questions there. I couldn't think of the word.
Did it suddenly just get darker in here or something?
Yeah, your Mac got a little bit darker.
Okay, I was like, whoa. Dimming the lights for this.
Cater Liriano asked, Team PC or Team Mac? Which ones have you grown up with and what do you prefer now? They both have pros and cons, but I find Macs to be more useful. Yeah, we talked about all the different ones that we grew up with and everything.
Okay. I definitely prefer Mac just because it's
Samesies.
For what I want to do, it's better
aesthetics
for me.
And for functionality, I prefer Mac in both regards.
However, there are a lot of games that I'm missing out on by having a Mac, and that sucks.
It would be awesome to have a gaming PC, but I just don't have like $2,000 in my pocket.
And they always look ugly.
Yeah.
They always look like super fucking ugly. Honestly, when you build your own computer, it's like hard to make it look nice. And, I mean, I built a litter box for my fucking cats to fit my room.
And it's just like I also have Apple mobile devices instead of Android ones. That's what I prefer to. And I hate it when people tell me, like, oh my god, but, like, you can't, like, do all this super crazy deep customization with, like, the Mac or with the iPhones and, like, with Androids. When Androids, like, you can, like, download all the shit and, like, change all this crap. And I'm like, that's cool, but, like, my Apple products do everything I need and more. Like,
I just like that it looks sleek. Like,
yeah, and it looks super sleek. And it's like I don't have to do. I can program and stuff, but I don't have to do that to make my phone look the way I want it to.
Yeah, and like you've added improvements to my laptops before.
Oh,
I know you're not supposed to, but you fucking can.
yeah.
There are tutorials out there. But,
yeah, let me...
I mean, worst case scenario, you could always split your fucking hard drive and have half of a fucking PC. If you really wanted to. Yep. You did that for your mom. I have considered doing that on my new computer, but I don't want to also do it because I don't know how often I'd use it for just gaming.
I know when I split the hard drive, I chunked like only 30 gigabytes of the hard drive and gave that to the PC. Oh. And then I gave the rest of it to Mac because you could choose how much memory you want to inside.
Games take up a lot of space.
Yeah, I know. So that's like...
Yikes.
Let's see.
I'd get all the mods. Because I'm always a fucking slut for mods. I hate myself.
Liz asked, we had a non-internet computer set up, an ancient Tandy 1000, and I played the heck out of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Did you play any old school computer games? And so I've said, we both said Oregon Trail. Yeah. You played Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I absolutely fucking wish there was a way that I could play the Windows 98 version.
Yeah, we've tried.
We have. And, like, the disc of it is available, you know, but, like, you can't play it on fucking modern computers.
The computers are just, like, too far advanced to play that stuff.
I would love if someone either not make a new one, but, like, remastered it for modern computers. Like, it was
like the same game. Yeah.
Just, like, maybe the graphics were, like, snitch, like, cleaner. I'm sure it was kind of, like, fuzzy. But that was, like, the most fun game ever, and I was so good at it, and I loved it, and I had so many, like, inside jokes from that game, and I had the Oregon Trail that was, like, 9 discs. Mm-hmm. And, oh, man. Oh, I also had, like, a Rugrats CD game that... It was like a mystery game, and you had to figure out like who stole the chocolate milk or something. Like I vaguely remember. That was a fun game. I'm like thinking like Windows 98 games. I had like the Nancy Drew games. I had Sims. Mm-hmm. I had Sim Safari, which I fucking loved. That was a fun one.
I had like all the tycoon games. I had Zoo Tycoon. I had all the roller coaster tycoons. I had Railroad Tycoon.
Ooh,
because my dad got me that one because he was in the railroad industry and everything, and my family was like, oh, railroads. So like I had that one.
I didn't have any of the Zoo Tycoon. Oh wait, no, I had Zoo Tycoon, but I didn't have the roller coaster ones.
Oh, fucking Roller Coaster Tycoon was my shit.
Now I'm about to bring people to like tears. I had that fucking Barbie game that you designed her clothes, and then you could print out like fabric, and it had like little strips of Velcro, and you like made your Barbie. Oh my god, it was called like, I don't remember, but it was the most fun game ever because you got to like dress it like a sim. And, like, that was before Sims, you could even really edit the people. So,
yeah.
It was really fun. Oh, man. What about, like, what is those, like, fish games? Like, Fred the Fish and, like,
oh, yeah. You played those. I didn't play them.
Jumpstart.
I always really wanted to play the games they would always advertise on Nickelodeon.
What games?
Like SpongeBob SquarePants, like has a fucking internet game, and I never could play them.
Oh, well, did you ever go like on like the Disney Channel website or like any of those?
No.
Oh my god, the Disney Channel website had some bomb ass games. The fucking what's that? Cadet Kelly. There was a Cadet Kelly game, and it was like an obstacle course, and it was fun as fuck. Oh my god, there was like a Proud Family like matchup game. You know, like, there's always like those matching card games.
Yeah, there's always every like kids channel had different variations of the same games.
Did you play Neopets?
I did not. I know that was a question we got to. I did not Neopets. Yeah, I know.
A sin. You know, you could start right now.
I know I could, but
what if we low-key got back into Neopets?
Oh my god.
Because honestly, I was always like upset that I never got like any baby paintbrushes, and I never really got to go into that like whole thing where you put a baby out there and like you had to get like the Neopet from like the void and like trading with people, and it's like fucked up.
My version was playing Pokemon because I was all up in Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing with like.
I played a lot of like Pac-Man Flash games.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot. And like I would even just go back to playing like online checkers. You know, I kept it real.
Yeah. A similar question that I know that I saw too is were you ever on Club Penguin?
I think I had like a brief stint, but I definitely said something crude and then I got kicked out.
I was on Club Penguin all the time, and I would always just be there testing my luck with the mods and be like, what can I say and get away with it?
Oh, yeah. I definitely did that. I was like every kind of place. I also was like heavily into like RPing and like writing on forums and doing that kind of shit. I spent a lot of time on like forums back in the day. You know what I mean? Like trying to make friends.
Me too. That's what I was on gaming forums.
There are still friends that I have from forums that have like been around since like 2006, which is like fucking wild.
Let's see here. This is still kind of a techie question. What was the first album you got on CD? Because I know I did have cassettes. I had tons of cassettes, and then CDs came around. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And I remember having VHSs and then being super amazed that DVDs were around. I was like, whoa, movies on discs. This is fucking wild.
Yeah, and it was always like, just be so careful with them. Like, don't smudge them and hold them by their edges. And like, all this shit.
First disc on CD, or first CD
I definitely had Hanson's albums. Like, I got their entire discography. Everything.
I was surprised. I don't know if it'd be yours or not.
Also,
but it wouldn't
Journey.
be. I was gonna say Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, definitely had Bruce.
Yeah.
I don't know, like the first one. Like I don't think that was like a moment for me or anything. But
I'm gonna say this is gonna be fucked up. Like for me personally, like the first CD that I had was probably Aaron Carter.
Oh my god, Party.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Aaron's Party, a classic hit. Yeah,
is that the one with like candy on it or whatever?
I might be.
Yeah.
I know I had like Hanson and everything, but like the first like CD I remember like really playing to death was Jason Mraz's first album, Waiting for My Rocket to Come. That whole fucking album, and Jewel, the one that's like, who will save your soul? That one, and my hands are small. That one, and then the fucking Hot Fuss album from The Killers.
Oh, okay.
And Avril Lavigne's album.
Okay. Yep.
I had quite a
all
mix.
The classics.
And then I just got like every Killers CD, every Jason Mraz CD, like Death Cab started coming in.
Weren't you really
school.
into Death Cab?
Yeah.
What about Dashboard?
And I fucked up my planned CD and always skipped on like the first song, The Marching Bands of Manhattan, and I was always so mad.
Oh no.
And what else did you say?
Dashboard.
Oh, I had the Dashboard CDs. Oh my god, those were picture me walking my fucking dog in the heat of summer in middle school with a fucking shitty CD-ROM player, like a disc player.
Yeah.
And fucking hands down playing. And I'm like, I had like these shitty Sony headphones. And I'm like, yes.
God. I remember it was like always a big deal when they announced the new Now CD. It was like, oh, we gotta get the Now CD.
Also,
and my
the
dad
Grammy CDs.
Oh yeah, my dad collected the Now CDs. Like
your dad fucking is so interesting.
Yeah,
the most interesting man.
Very interesting.
Very intriguing collection that man has. Next question.
How many programming languages does Chris know, and which is his favorite? I'm a Python
Yo, what the
bitch.
fuck? I could know something.
I have learned Java, C++, HTML.
I know HTML. That's the only one I know.
Python, Fortran, which is like dead except for outside of meteorology.
I remember that. You would always say that.
And I know there's another one
SQL.
somewhere in there. Oh yeah, SQL. That's
the one that you learned for Microsoft.
Yeah, the language I learned to get the job at Bing. If you recall those episodes.
So now you have that on your fucking resume.
Yeah, Python is my favorite out of all the ones I've done. It's such an easy language. Not an easy language, but it's not stupid.
Okay, do you remember hit clips? Those things that held like 30 seconds of a song.
Yes, I do. I remember them so much.
I had a Britney one. I had the Hanson one, or like NSYNC probably. I
never had them, but I remember them.
Oh, I think I might have had like... I definitely... Okay, something that just reminds me of that is Spice Girls had these lollipops that had like a special tin, and everyone was like weirdly obsessed with them, and like they were like a collector's item now.
What?
And I had those fucking lollipops. I had those fucking Spice Girl lollipops. So let me know if you remember that, or tweet me a picture of them. Okay. And was there any tech device you found useless or thought had no purpose?
I mean, there's plenty that are coming out now that are really stupid. Like, I read an article like yesterday that there's a Bluetooth, like a smart frying pan coming out, so it knows the temperature of the pan, and you can like use it to perfectly cook food, and you have an app to go along with it, so you know the temperature and everything.
A pan?
Yeah, no, it's $175.
But like you can just cook in your oven then, and your oven's gonna tell you if you have like a nicer oven.
Yeah, I know. You could just it was really fucking dumb, and everybody said it just overcooked your food because then like you needed to make sure they didn't get sued, so it just overcooked your food.
Okay. Did you ever own the classic Nokia 3310 brick, and does it still survive? I didn't have a Nokia phone.
Never did I.
But my parents, the first cell phone that existed in the house, I didn't get mine until like 9th grade, so this was probably like 6th grade maybe.
Okay.
They had 2 Motorola phones that basically looked like the Nokia one, and my mom's was baby blue, and I loved it, and I like, really wanted it, and there was just like the pixel screen, like a fucking calculator,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And no games.
That's
no
what my
photo.
mom had first too. I don't know if it was Motorola or not, but it was just like that. Looked like the Nokia, had the calculator screen basically.
I just remember like the noises it would make when it turned on, and then like the little Motorola M, and I was like, oh, so fucking fancy, and it was like really shitty, and it survived a very long time, and they didn't update that shit for years.
My first phone was just a Virgin Mobile flip phone. I couldn't tell you what the name of it was because I didn't remember. I never had any of like the cool phones that were coming out.
Oh, really? My first cell phone was the Crazer.
Yeah.
And I never got the Razor.
So jealous.
I was upset. I know. The Crazer was like the skinnier one, and mine was like, we got a special deal. I hated the color of it, but it was the cheapest one, and that's what we got. And it was fucking orange and red. It was called the Flame. And it was very like Guy Fieri would have used it. And it did have a fucking camera.
I wanted the Razor Crazers so bad.
They were very cool, and like I never snapped mine in half.
Oh.
So that's cool.
Do you remember the Juke?
Yes, that was just too much.
That was a fucking mess.
My friend had the one that was like from Verizon that was humongous. It was like the size of like a glasses case, and the front of it was touchscreen, and it flipped up, and there was a keyboard as well. That was so popular. I had like the Envy. Remember the Envies that like slid out?
Yeah, I remember them.
I honestly,
you had like all the cool ones.
I guess I did, but like I don't know. I just loved the buttons. Like I was really fast, and like remember when T9 was like. Did you ever use T9?
I did not for the longest time because I was afraid to learn it. But then I did learn T9, but then it was like a couple months later, then I got a phone with a keyboard.
Oh my god. T9, I used to be like so fucking fast. Did you ever have like a text signature?
I might have at one point. I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but like, you know, it's probably really embarrassing, I'm sure.
Ever have an MP3 player with 512 megabytes storage and thinking it was the shit?
No, I didn't have an MP3 player. I had a CD player like with headphones.
Yeah, that's what that's what I had too. I had a Walkman,
Yeah,
and then
I had a Walkman
I had my
first.
CD case, and that was in my backpack with me every day, and I had my headphones.
And your fucking binder of Pokemon cards, probably.
Yep.
Yep.
You got it.
Yep.
And so that's what I had, and then I got some really random it was called Zen. That's what this brand of MP3 player is called, and that's what I got
I
first.
remember that.
Zen?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like couldn't you like go up to another person and like buzz them and then like you got like some of their songs?
I'm not sure.
Or that was a Zune.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Different day.
Just all these Z's, man.
I got an iPod when I was in 9th grade, and it was the iPod Mini, not the Nano, but it was kind of like the short and fat one
Okay.
that had a little baby screen and a wheel and everything, and had a cute little like Eiffel Tower case for it, and it was just like dashboard.
I did not have an iPod until you got me one for our first anniversary.
And I got him the fucking classic with like the billions
And I still
of
have
gigs.
it, and
Same, I still have mine.
really wish they would have never got rid of that, because I fucking love that
It's
thing
the
so
greatest
much.
fucking vessel.
It's the greatest.
Because I mean, now I have Apple Music, and I don't store music on my phone because I don't have enough fucking room. I have the smallest amount of storage on my phone, and so
I use Prime Music.
I don't know where my iPod is, though. I haven't been able to find it since we moved, but I think it's like in the fucking laptop case that's still
That's
at
in
your
the
mom's
house.
house.
Yeah, probably.
Which is fine. We'll just ask your sister to like...
She's gonna come with like everything.
I know, it's fine.
Oh shit.
Oh, I found one that was really funny. If the chunks had away messages, what would it be?
Holy shit.
Lila's would be like...
It has to be a lyric or something, you know?
I feel like Lila's would just be like, the rest is still unwritten, and like everything is capitalized but the I's.
Oh my
You know,
god,
that style.
yeah.
And then like certain, you know, like squiggles and shit. And then she would have like, leave some love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be Lila. And Squeezy's would be like, oh god, like, not home. You know, like just
something bare bones, you
or
know?
like one of those like Linkin Park or Evanescence, like real emo fucking with like a bunch of X's.
That'd be his phase then.
Yeah.
God, you remember when usernames were just like fuck tons of X's?
What was your first Buddy I Am username thing?
Ooh.
Because I know mine. My first and only... Oh, wait, no, I had two. The first era was, like, elementary school, and it was Pretty Penguin 22. And then after that, middle school to, like, whenever AIM died was Pure A-List X3. Like, whatever the fuck that is, you know? Like, that's when you read a little bit too much of the click novels, you know? Mm-hmm. You read Gossip Girl a little bit too into it.
I think... my first one might have been Hub Glacier 46.
Shut up, that was your first and only until you became
like
Chris.
I've made other ones, but then I always gravitated back.
Yeah, I remember like you had some Tumblrs that you were Raven Puff for a while.
Yeah, I was Raven Puff, and then I was Holly and Phoenix Feather.
You were the City of Rapture. Is that from Fallout?
No, that's from BioShock.
Oh, same shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
I'm joking. By the way, I like accidentally downloaded the Fallout like style of aesthetics to my Sims game, like a mod. So I can totally.
I would love that.
Okay.
What piece of technology did everyone at school have that you wanted but weren't allowed to get? There's tons of them. I'm gonna go with Crazer because like I had shitty Virgin Mobile phones. Not only did I want to be on Verizon or any other service besides Virgin Mobile, I wanted that fucking phone. Every time I got a new phone, I wanted the cool ones. I wanted the chocolate, the razors, stuff
I never
like that.
had like a regular chunky flip phone.
Oh, really?
My mom
I
had like a chunky flip phone.
That was my first phone, was a chunky flip phone.
Mine really was like, but I didn't get it until late. I think I really wanted a CD changer for a while there.
Oh my god, yes!
I had a boombox that like you had to hit the side of it in order for it to not skip.
Oh my god!
And so I'd be playing like my Jesse McCartney CD to death.
I really wanted, when DVDs came around, I really wanted a 5-disc changer because I was just like, whoa, I could like watch all Lord of the Rings in one go. Like, you know, I was getting up, you know? Like, I really, really, really wanted one.
Did you have a TV in your room?
At my dad's house, I did.
Oh my god, your dad, so bougie. I never had a TV in my room. The first time I ever had a TV in my room was freshman year of college, and my roommate brought a TV.
Oh, wow.
And that was, I was like, wow, I could watch, like, Food Network in my room. Like, this is crazy. You know? And I did.
Yeah, I think both me and my first roommate both had TVs. No, wait, no, I don't know. I don't think he had a TV. You literally just had a guitar.
6 guitars. Like that kid was weird.
Just had golf clubs and
guitars.
guitar.
Yeah. Like, literally, picture Logan Huntsberger, but, like...
Absolutely nothing.
Like, Logan Huntsberger's life in the body of a chicken nugget with not as many things. Like, you know how Logan's apartment had, like, so many trinkets?
Yeah, no
like,
suits of armors or anything.
No, like, none of that shit. Oh, my God. I hated it. They made his apartment look like shit on that show.
It was such a man cave.
I know. God, all right. We slowly turned into Gilmore Guys. Okay. So, anything else that you wanted to answer? I'm trying to think of, like, other technology pieces that I really wanted, though, because I wanted all the cool phones. I really, really, really wanted a Sidekick, but the whole point of them was that you could go on the internet with them.
Oh, okay.
And my parents didn't let me get internet on my phone until I had a fucking, like, iPhone in whatever year I got that, like, 2013.
Wow.
Like, I didn't have access to the internet. And that was, like, you know, 2 to 3 years into my social media, you know, career or whatever, and, like...
I know I was really, really wanting a CD player and then eventually an aux port in the car to listen to music via CD or just buy, like, eventually I had MP3 players, but it was always just a cassette player.
Yeah.
So I always had to get the shitty little cassette that had a cord coming out of it that you could plug into things. They sounded horrible.
Remember the things that you would have to, like, turn your radio to a certain station?
Yeah.
And then...
the little fob or whatever plugged into your device, and then
that never worked. It was always, like, cutting in and out.
Yeah, it was always terrible, too.
You had to keep, like, changing the radio station. It was so annoying.
Damn. Any other technology? I know there's...
I mean, having a password journal was, like, the most tech you could get.
Yeah.
And now think about, like...
oh, my God.
That was, like, the coolest thing back at the... You know, like, everybody wanted a fucking, like, box that you had to unlock with, like, a password or something. And now we all have phones.
I had, like... I wasn't going to get a password journal because, like, oh, my God. That's like...
But they had, like, a bro one that was, like, blue and green.
I had
slime on it or some crap.
I had, like, a little electronic safe that, like, you put in a little pin code to. It was like, a little toy one, so it wasn't, like, that super serious. But, like, that was, like, my password.
And I remember, like, everybody wanted to get those, like, you'd see them in the Toys R Us catalogs, and they'd be, like, thumbprint scanners for your bedroom door.
Yeah!
And, like, those were so popular. And, like, okay... I did not have a lock on my door, but I thought that would, like, increase the security around here. And, like, now I use my thumbprint to, like, buy fucking 5 more lives in dots or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm using my thumbprint all the time. Like, it's cool.
I have spy gear, though. I remember that.
That was
like,
so popular.
Having... Oh, my God. Just, like...
Did you have walkie-talkies? Because I fucked up
yeah, I had some walkie-talkies. Oh, my God. You remember fucking early Sprint phones just being about me hearing, like...
Oh, I hated that. The yellow, ugly-ass phone.
Yep, I remember hearing that all the fucking time.
Yep, I hated that. I was not into that at all.
Holy shit. You remember just, like, not having cameras at the ready, so, like, you weren't taking photos a lot of the time, but then you had to use disposable Kodaks, and then you went to fucking, like, Walmart or Rite Aid or something like that, and got your pictures developed, and you had to go back the next day and pick them up.
And then there was always just, like, 5...
out of the whole set that you wanted. Like,
how many times did you convince your friends that there were ghosts in your pictures because there were, like, fuzzy dust particles? And you're like, there's totally a fucking ghost.
Just, like, your thumb covering up the thing.
Okay, but one time, alright, so in my neighborhood, I was hanging out with my neighbor, and we had, like, a disposable camera, and we took a picture of, like, the creek and, like, the wooded area right there. Mm-hmm. We got it developed, and there was, like, definitely, like, a blurry figure, and for, like, weeks, we would just, like, bring that picture to school, and we're like, we're fucking ghost hunters, so, like...
that was, like, the height of, like, ghost hunters being on TV and stuff, like...
And, like, everybody, like, ate that up, I hope. If you're listening from 8th grade.
They just placated you. They're like, yeah, sure.
Well, like, I was like, that's definitely not a smudge. Like, that's definitely a ghost.
I just thought something. What type of headphones did you have? Because I had the ones that, like, they, like, curled around your ear and then they went back behind your head.
Ew,
you remember that? I had them.
I only had, like, the ones that came with your fucking CD player.
Okay.
And then after that, and, like, originally I had the little yellow, ugly Walkman, like, people mowing their lawn headphones.
Okay, yeah.
And then after that, it was, like, I had the iPhone I used to get those skull candy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say skull candies. Those were like the shit. Yeah, exactly. I'd go there and be like, whoa, all these colors. Like,
You'd only go to FYE to get headphones. Like, you go to FYE and you're like, wow, that's great that they're selling all these terrible movies for $1, but like, I'm here to get these fucking $14 headphones that are gonna break in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because like, you couldn't go on the bus without listening to your fucking music. Like, back when you had it. Oh my god. I remember like playing fucking Cobra Starship and like walking into school and be like, like walking to math, like, yeah, so jazzy. Oh man.
I remember I had this headphone thing that looks like, you know, the giant over-the-ear headphones.
Yeah.
And it was fucking purple, and all it was is that it just picked up the radio. And so, yeah, like, but it was like huge and bulky, and I would wear that while I was cutting the lawn. Yeah.
What a look.
Yeah, it was a fucking look.
Oh my god, I don't know. I never had like good headphones until I mean, I wouldn't even really call the Friends headphones good. I just think they're pretty. You know, like they kind of hurt my head, but in a cute way.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I guess we should get into binge time now.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a longer episode, so let's go check out the benches. Who are the people that are on Patreon that are supporting the show? And that's patreon.com/CoffeeWithChrachel if you want to find out some more information on how you can help out too.
So I was thinking, you know, we talked about the internet like slightly in this episode.
Technology and all that jazz.
So why don't we do like what the binges are doing online?
All right, that sounds pretty good.
All right.
All right, start off here with Nicole Dowling.
Nicole is downloading LimeWire.
Yeah, gonna steal some music. Caitlin Shalda.
Caitlin is showing a friend a funny meme.
Carissa.
Carissa is carefully clearing her internet history.
Ooh. Taylor Collins is calling somebody on Skype.
Skype.
Heather Ann.
Heather is
watching the puppies live stream on Animal Planet.
Oh my god, remember when I was really into that?
Yeah.
The kitten one.
Maddie Basso.
Maddie is basing an opinion of someone off of their Instagram profile. Yikes.
Oh my god. Sloan Fuller.
Sloan is full of inspiration after looking at a Pinterest board.
All right. Emma Corbeil.
Emma is looking at a Corbin Blue fan page forum.
Haley Dixon.
Haley is finding her son, Nemo.
Danielle Manus.
Danielle is manning the website she launched for a school project.
All right. Kate Convery.
Kate is having a conversation with someone over AIM.
Stephanie.
Stephanie is stepping up her web design game and using some new fonts.
Oh. Angelica Feliz.
Angelica is feeling the burn after posting a promotional photo for his campaign.
Oh. Christina Contreras.
Christina is signing up to go to a conference.
Ooh. Megan Grint.
Megan is grinning at a gif of kittens licking each other.
Katie Leo.
Katie
is voting on the next Lay's flavor.
Yes.
Jade Holden.
Jade is holding a few items in her Sephora basket cart thing.
Just things you want.
Things you want. I do that all the time.
Allison Dowell.
Allison is downloading a camera rip of the newest Hunger Games movie.
Oh my god. Catherine Simpson.
Catherine is watching all of The Simpsons online.
Marlene Naj.
Marlene is
looking up a lot of information on marlins.
the fish.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Giovanna Castro.
Giovanna is looking up the cast of a new movie that was just announced on IMDb.
Taylor Van Edie.
Taylor
is streaming Van Halen music.
Perfect.
Cater Liriano.
Cater is leering at a subtweet.
Oh.
Yikes.
Rebecca O'Donnell.
Rebecca is ordering some candles on Bath & Body Works.
Kelsey Gillis.
Kelsey
is
looking for a stream for all of Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island. Sammy Liston.
Sammy is making a list of things to do this week.
Michaela Berlingeri.
Michaela is barely getting any work done with this YouTube window open.
Brittany Cella. Brittany is looking up the chords or whatever you look up for.
Poor Brittany. Maybe Brittany hates music. Like, what would happen? Brittany is looking up a Britney Spears fan page.
Oh, okay. There we go. Kendall Berg.
Kendall is looking up the nutritional value in iceberg lettuce.
There is none. Allie McGregor.
Allie is looking up the secret menu at McDonald's.
Okay. Megan Grilly.
Ooh.
Megan is shopping for a nice grill on Sears.
Perfect.
Chloe Killip.
Chloe is killing time playing a Flash game.
Oh my god, I was going to say playing Life is Strange with Chloe.
Yo, can we replay that?
Yes, we can. Katie Hart.
Katie is looking for a heart transplant.
Oh my god.
Online. Apparently there's like a wiki for that.
Okay. Ian Murphy.
Ian is murdering this game of online checkers.
Kayla Cross.
Kayla is crossing... is cross-stitching because she's using YouTube to do a knitting tutorial.
Perfect. Grace Leedy.
Grace is leading an online petition for better prices at West Elm.
That's a good petition. Cassandra Buckout.
Cassandra is out of ideas after watching someone's flawless meme review.
Oh my god. Casey McDaniel.
Casey is looking up different ways to use Jack Daniels.
Dana Marie Smith.
Dana is looking for a Danish recipe.
Maddie Pullman.
Maddie is mad because nobody liked her Facebook status.
Oh.
That was really funny.
Amanda Marie.
Amanda
is watching old clips of The Amanda Show.
Oh.
Jane Shell.
Jane is shelling out money at fucking Nordstrom online.
Oh my god, I was going to say Nordstrom.
That's just like, I associate that website with like spending a lot of money.
Camellia Malky.
Camellia is looking up the store list in a mall.
Perfect. Caitlin Whalen.
Caitlin is whale watching via webcam. Me.
Hannah Neely.
Hannah is kneeling on the ground looking how to fucking plug in computer. That came out very fucked up.
Lucy Ravenscroft.
Lucy is writing a raving review on Yelp. I was burped.
Sarah Fairbanks.
Sarah is doing online banking.
Always. Cody Robinson.
Cody is...
coding. She's
beautiful.
Just coding. Tegan Anderson.
Tegan is ordering bulk loose leaf tea online. Amazon.
Lauren Siobhan.
Lauren is...
buying Lauren Conrad's book on Barnes & Noble.
That girl has many books.
Just one of them, I guess. I don't know. Amber Phillips.
Amber is looking up the difference between a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver.
Allison Francois
Allison is
trying to import some koi fish. And yeah.
That's going well.
Haley Cadwalder.
Haley is looking for a wall decal that won't fuck up the paint.
Katie Gallardo is checking out the symptoms of needing to get your gallbladder removed.
I was gonna say, like, looking for a clinic to get her gallbladder.
Tina Tompkins.
Tina is looking for a kin community YouTube channel. One of my favorite YouTube channels, by the way.
Sarah Seaman.
Sarah is looking up where to go see the sea for the cheapest price.
Okay. Dana Daly.
Dana is watching all of The Daily Show online.
Megan Wilson.
Megan is willing.
Watching, okay.
I don't know.
Watching a funny gif of Megan Fox.
Perfect.
Kelly K.
Kelly is writing K as a tweet.
Oh.
It's avant-garde and nuanced.
Claire Wood.
Claire
is watching Frank and Claire Underwood
on House of Cards.
Kelly Adams.
Kelly is adding up the amount of money on various gift cards after looking up the amount left over.
Temple Murray.
Temple is
ordering Murray's cheese.
in bulk.
In bulk. Hannah Peterson.
Hannah is looking for reviews on various Peter Thomas Roth products.
Good. Jenna Gordonier.
Jenna is
checking out the Upper Dicks website.
Checking
online.
out the gourd selection.
Sasha.
Sasha is looking at IMDb's page for Sacha Baron Cohen.
Brandy Coates.
Brandy is buying a coat
Buying so many coats. Sarah.
Sarah is watching Domestic Geeks videos by Sarah Lynn Cashon.
Oh, yeah, a great channel as well.
Also one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Bridget Dubin.
Bridget is looking for information about the newest Bridget Jones's Diary movie that's coming out.
Oh.
We should do a whole episode on, like, YouTube and, like, who we watch and shit. I was just thinking about that.
That'd be a good one.
Let us know if you'd like that, guys.
Grayson Clark.
Grayson is talking to one of those, like, online store clerks via, like, a chat, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Clerk.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Vlyn Vance.
Vlyn is looking for a violin shipping method.
Hillary Gay.
Hillary is just in the gayest part of Tumblr. And that's where you can find me as well.
Anna Hernandez.
Anna is desperate
Yes.
to find this one rug that she saw at a trade show that she hasn't been able to find online.
Jennifer Holtz.
Jennifer is looking at a way to meet Nicholas Holt.
Courtney White.
Courtney
is watching Walter White
on Breaking
Netflix. Bad. Elizabeth Doles.
Elizabeth is, I'm going to have to say, like, you're ordering bulk pineapple juice tidbits from Dole. You know,
you have to be.
You have to be doing that.
Shelley Smith.
Shelley is shelling out money at Ulta because they're having a huge online sale.
Good. Mackenzie Knight.
Mackenzie is using one of those, like, night filters on a computer to make your eyes, like, less fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
about? Rachel Evans.
Rachel is eventually going to remember to bookmark this page.
That's me. So me.
Just leave it open until your computer turns off by accident, then you're like, I'm fucked. And you're too lazy to look in your history.
Yep.
Like, you could just look in your history, but nope.
What are the other benches doing?
Okay, I'm gonna have to say that everybody else is on Neopets.
Okay.
And they're all just trading animals and like in that void where like you're really anxious about getting your animal back.
That's perfect. Sarah Young,
Sarba Young,
Kathleen Wynn,
Kathin Hun,
Elena Barcia,
Alaba Bar Bupa,
Zoe Yarmowich,
Zabi Yarbadu,
Elizabeth Holbrook,
Alabathab Habak,
Brynja,
Braba,
Jackie Bergiulio,
Jarki Blajudu,
Hannah May,
Hothin Man,
Jackie Lampo,
Jampy Lampa,
Rose Barnett,
Ruse Babadoon,
Jax,
Jukes,
Megan Prius.
a Megan?
What?
You said a Megan Prius.
Sorry.
Megan Parappas.
All right.
That was just really funny. I like to drag you. It's fine.
Yeah, you know. I like to drag myself too.
Also, happy Easter, because this is getting uploaded on Easter, so...
Oh, yeah, I guess that's today.
That's a thing. That's happening.
Go fucking find those Easter eggs.
Hunt around, make sure people in your life know that Jesus wasn't white, and then, we'll talk.
Oh my god.
So I hope you all have a happy Easter, and if you're not celebrating Easter, have a great Sunday.
Yeah, just a good Sunday.
And when's Passover?
I have no idea. That's your ballpark.
I kind of want to make matzo ball soup, but that would have to, I'd have to be like, hey, Mom, can I get that recipe?
Oh, my God.
So, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Probably not. Also, I don't know. I'd probably do, crock pot matzo balls.
Oh, that might be interesting.
I know. I'll look up a recipe. If any of my Jews out there have any good matzo ball recipe things, please let me know, because you guys are better than my mom. So, that's cool.
All right, let's fucking go.
All right. See you guys later.
Yep, bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.